Hi friends, welcome for the PPT lectures in the subjects of Fundamentals of Power Electronics conducting by Professor L.B. Chaugole working as a HOD of Electrical Department in Brahmadev Dada Mane Polytechnic Belati, Solapur. Today are going to see the second unit or the second chapter, that is the thyristor family devices. This chapter is of 17 marks. Today we are going to see the first point in the syllabus, that is the SCR, construction, working and VI characteristics of two transistor analogy. Before that, the first point is the what is meant by thyristor, and thyristor is a general form which includes device such as SCR, TRIAC, GTO, laser, RCT, SCS, and many more. Thus, the thyristor is a family of SCR. That is, the SCR means silicon control rectifier. The classification of the thyristor. The thyristor can be classified based on the two categories as shown in the figure: the power control thyristors and triggering devices. First, we see power control thyristor. This category consists of those thyristors which are capable of controlling large power. The devices are silicon control rectifiers, that means SCR, gate turn off SCR, GTO, and TRIAC. Second type is the triggering devices. Triggering is defined as process of turning on a power control devices such as SCR, TRIAC, etc. The special devices are required to be used to trigger the power control devices. The popularly used triggering devices are unijunction transistors, UJT, DIAC, SBS, and SCS. Also, the applications of the thyristors are the temperature control, level controller, intensity controller, speed control of AC and DC motors, fan regulator, battery changes, inverter, switches, choppers. In the many devices, the thyristor is required. That means this is the common device of the electronics. Then next point is the silicon control rectifier, that is we are called in the short SCR. The figure shows the structure and symbols of the SCR. The SCR is formed, we have seen in the last lecture, when the P type semiconductor connected or joined to the N type of semiconductor, then it is formed the PN junction diode. When two PN junction diodes are connected together or joined together, otherwise when P type of semiconductor and N type of semiconductor are connected alternately, then this is formed the SCR. The SCR having the three terminals. First one is the anode, second one is the cathode, and third one is the gate. The gate terminal is controlling terminal that can turn on the device whenever required. In order to turn on SCR, the anode must be at higher positive potential than the cathode. That means SCR should be forward biased. The SCR is unidirectional device, means current can flow only in one direction. That means anode to cathode. This is the working of the SCR in animation mode. Next point is the VI characteristics of SCR. The VI characteristics of SCR is a graph of anode current IA on y-axis and anode to cathode voltage plotted on x-axis as shown in the figure. The VI characteristics can be split into the two parts, namely forward characteristics and reverse characteristics. So we are going to see first of all reverse characteristics. For small reverse voltage, a small reverse leakage current flow until the avalanche breakdown takes place at a reverse breakover voltage, that is called as a VBR as shown in the figure. In the left side, Vs. As soon as the reverse voltage takes place due to avalanche breakdown, a large current flows through SCR, whereas the voltage across the device remains constant. The region of 0 volt up to the VBR volt in which the SCR is reverse biased and the non-conducting is called as a reverse blocking state. The reverse blocking means that the SCR is in the reverse biased and in the non-conducting, that is called as a blocking state. That means SCR is in the off state. Then the second characteristics is the forward characteristics. The anode is positive with respect to the cathode, hence SCR is called as a forward biased. The forward bias characteristic is divided into the three regions as shown in the figure. First one is the forward blocking state, second one is the transition state, and third one is the on state. So you can see the forward blocking state. This is a high voltage low current mode of operation in which SCR is in the off state. The current through its forward leakage current. This current flows due to the thermal generally minority charge carriers. That means the current is flowing but due to the minority charge carriers. Then the second point is the transition state. SCR remains in the blocking state as long as the forward anode to cathode voltage is less than the breakover voltage. As soon as VAK becomes greater than breakover value, the anode current IA increases sharply to a high value and the voltage across SCR reduces sharply to a low value in the on state. The switching of SCR from off state to on state, vice versa, takes place in the short time. This changeover state is called as a transition state. That means off state to on state, that is called as a transition state. Low voltage high current mode or the on state. The voltage across SCR is low in this state. In on state SCR anode current is larger and on state voltage drop is small, that is called as a on state. Next, the forward breakover voltage, that is VBO as shown in the figure. This is the maximum forward voltage that can be applied between anode to cathode without initiating forward conduction. This voltage is defined for a zero gate current. In short, this is the maximum forward voltage across the SCR in off state. Next is the forward leakage current. That means the small forward current flowing in the forward blocking state of the device. This current is generated due to the minority charge carriers and therefore is dependent on the operating temperature. Next one is the holding current, IH. It represents the minimum current that can flow through SCR and still hold it in the on state. The voltage associated with this holding current is termed as a holding voltage VHS. If the forward anode current is reduced below holding current, SCR will be in the turn off. The holding current is defined for zero gate current. It is denoted by IH and its value is few tens of microampere. Next one is the on state voltage. The on state voltage across SCR is in the on state, it is very low as compared to off state voltage. The on state voltage is equal to the voltage drop across the one junction. Next one is the latching current. It is the minimum anode current that must flow through SCR to latch it into the on state. The latching current is higher than the holding current. The latching current is important when SCR being in the turn on. Next point is the two transistor analogy of the SCR. That means the two transistor connected in such a way that it is formed as a SCR, or two transistor working as a SCR. The anode is made positive with respect to the cathode and gate current is supplied. The gate current acts as a base current for Q2. Q2 means transistor number 2 as shown in the figure, or T2, and it turns on, but collector current of T2 acts as the base current of T1, hence it start conducting. The collector current of T1 acts as the base current of T2, and the collector current of T2 in turn acts as the base current of T1. Due to this type of connection, the current multiplication takes place, which is called as the cumulative current multiplication, and both the transistor will saturate. Even if the gate current is reduced to 0, the two internal transistors will supply base current to each other and hence will remains in the saturation. Hence, once latched, the SCR does not turn off even if we reduce the gate current to 0 current. So this is about the two transistor analogy. A transistor works as a SCR when we give the supply for the gate terminal of the SCR. Once you trigger this gate terminal, the anode to cathode supply will flow. So the two transistors are connected in such a way that means anode, cathode and gate terminals are also available, that two transistor works as the SCR. In this way we have completed the today's chapter. Thank you very much.